This is CES MMA.
We're back live at Twin River Casino, Undisputed 2, live mixed martial arts presented by Classic Entertainment and Sports. And now we are in the bantamweight division, 135 pounds, and what should be a real tough test for both fighters. And right now you're taking a look at Kurt Chase Patrick from Seymour, Connecticut. He is 1-0. He won his debut in 2012 with a win over Hassan Mahmoud. Tough ground game. One of the top-ranked amateurs in his weight class coming out in the region. So this is going to be a real tough test for his opponent, SOUKHAMTHATH from Woonsocket. SOUKHAMTHATH is on a nice little run right now. He's won his last 3 fights, all under the promotional guidance of Classic Entertainment and Sports. And his last 2 wins have come by knockout. So he's been letting his hands go and been showing his tremendous striking ability. SOUKHAMTHATH, of course, does have an amateur boxing background, so it's no surprise to see him finishing fights here at the professional level as well. Now in his last bout, he stopped Rob Costa in the second round. He had opened up a massive cut over Rob Costa's forehead, and that prompted the referee to stop it. Easily SOUKHAMTHATH's most impressive victory to date, but this one, a lot of insiders say, may be his toughest bout despite his experience, or at least his edge and experience at the professional level over Kurt Chase Patrick. And right now you see Chase Patrick entering the cage. A lot of energy just circling the canvas right now as he prepares for his Twin River and Rhode Island debut. This should be a real dynamic bout. The bantamweights know how to let their hands go. They're quick on their feet, very similar to what we saw in the 145-pound bout between Joe Pingatore and Sergio Moran Cabrera. And now we're about to witness the introduction of SOUKHAMTHATH, who always brings a big fan base wherever he goes. He travels well, and he's done so again tonight. If you take a look at the crowd here at Twin River, it's filled to capacity, standing room only. A new attendance record for CES MMA here at Twin River. It's been an exciting night of bouts. We're almost to the big main event, but right now, SOUKHAMTHATH, the Asian sensation, making his way to the cage. Promoter Jimmy Birchfield out in front, and of course his Triforce teammates, Keith Jeffrey, Pete Jeffrey, and Ruben Ray from the Ruckus Fighting Academy. And behind him, his father and coach, William SOUKHAMTHATH, and his boxing coach, Dave Keefe, who is known around the community as Diamond Dave, also works with Keith Jeffrey as well, so he's got a lot of experience helping these fighters in their stand-up game. A lot of great coaching and a lot of great tutelage in his corner. And you can see why SOUKHAMTHATH's got one of the better records, one of the rising stars in the 135-pound weight class. When we just take a look at who's in his corner. Great advice from all angles. And for SOUKHAMTHATH, this will be his toughest bout. 3-1 with 2 knockouts, but Kurt Chase Patrick, one of the top-ranked amateurs when he came out and made his pro debut. And we'll see how that translates tonight inside the cage. If anything, SOUKHAMTHATH has the home field advantage, so to speak, with the crowd that he's brought with him. And at certain points in the fight, that can always play a factor. It'll be a wait-and-see game once these two get inside that cage. And right now you see Pete Jeffrey and his father, William SOUKHAMTHATH. Some last-minute instructions for Andre, the Asian sensation. This bout being fought in the bantamweight division, 135 pounds. Both fighters looking to take that next leap into the upper echelon. This is the fight that could do it. We'll take a look here at the Miller Lite tail of the tape. Kurt Chase Patrick 1-0. 135 pounds on the nose at the weigh-in yesterday. SOUKHAMTHATH also came in at 136, a 3-1 record, fighting out of Triforce MMA. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Miller Lite bout. We're scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, bantamweights. Your referee for this bout, Kevin McDonald. Introducing first, to my right, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in for this bout at 135 pounds. Representing DCNU BJJ, he carries a professional record of 4 wins against just 2 losses. From Seymour, Connecticut, here is Kurt Chase Patrick. Across the cage to my left, fighting out of the red corner. He tipped the scales at 136 pounds. Representing Triforce MMA, His professional record shows 3 wins, only 1 loss. Those 3 wins include 2 knockouts and 1 submission. Fighting out of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, introducing Andre, the Asian sensation, SOUKHAMTHATH. 3 5-minute rounds, bantamweights.
Scott, this one should be as good as advertised in the bantamweight division. Andre SOUKHAMTHATH, Kurt Chase Patrick, arguably the toughest test to date for both fighters.
I'd agree 100% on that.
SOUKHAMTHATH in the maroon trunks, Kurt Chase Patrick in the black. And Kurt Chase Patrick getting the early takedown.
Shot a nice double. Andre does a nice job of wall walking. It looks like Kurt's going to trip him and send him right back down again.
Chase Patrick, one of the top amateurs coming out in his weight class, Scott, when he debuted last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was the top amateur in the weight class. Nice knee off the clinch by Andre.
SOUKHAMTHATH, of course, as we noted in the pre-fight introduction, working on his stand-up game with boxing coach Dave Keefe, and he's finished his last 2 bouts by knockout. Not surprising given his background in boxing and, of course, the coaching he's working with.
Yeah, I have to agree. You can see the guys from TriStar spend a lot of time with either down 401 boxing or Manfredo's, and you can see it paying dividends now.
Good job by SOUKHAMTHATH to defend that initial takedown. He sprawled back out.
And a great job by Kurt for applying the pressure and keep coming forward. You're right on both.
Never gave up on his attempt.
No, he still has a single. Now he's working the double. Andre's doing a great job of trying to fend him off. Sprawls out. He's got an arm behind his back, kind of in a chicken wing manner. And Kurt's having a hard time pulling it out from behind.
Really good technical MMA early on in this opening round.
Exactly. Now you have to watch here. You see Kurt's going to stick that leg on the outside of Andre as not to be taken down and try to get that whiz or that overhook to work.
Maybe able to get the takedown himself.
Andre tried to take him down. Kurt did a great job of turning and just jumping on top of Andre and not letting that happen. Nice knee in the clinch. Uppercut by Andre and misses. Kurt covers well, grabs the leg, and again to a takedown. I think what we're seeing right now is maybe if Andre can establish the stand up and work that jab and stay away from it, you obviously see that Kurt wants to bring it to the ground.
He's relentless, Scott. He has just stayed in on Andre SOUKHAMTHATH the entire opening round. Whenever SOUKHAMTHATH's let his hands go, he's going right back in.
A dog on a bone. And into Andre's credit, you know, coming right up. That knee landed.
Yeah, it did.
That knee kind of brushed off Kurt and then came up. And now this left hook. Wow, what a left hook. Kurt's trying to cover.
The canvas. Chase Patrick is stunned. That would have resulted in a standing 8 count if this were boxing.
Absolutely correct. And those, you can tell that Kurt's nice reverse elbow. It took a couple minutes, regained himself. Nice reverse elbow. And you'll see Andre disengage. A head kick. Oh, he fell on the kick. Kurt made a nice jump right back into side control.
Nice recovery by Chase Patrick. He took advantage of SOUKHAMTHATH losing his balance on that kick.
I think that Kurt was flashed, not really hurt, because he looks like he's in the fight. It doesn't look like that left hook rocked him as more of it was a flash knockout.
You're right. It's what you would call a flash knockdown in boxing.
Correct.
SOUKHAMTHATH had a chance to take advantage, but just couldn't get in front of him enough.
Yeah.
But what an exciting turn of events in this opening round, and the crowd loves every second of it.
Andre's working off his back. He's going to try to get to the cage maybe in wall walk, and Kurt's going to try to pin him to that cage and keep the hips there. Heavy pressure from his hips, keeping Andre's hips isolated, and throw some ground and pound from this position. Andre doing a nice job of walking right back up the wall. And look at Kurt like a dog on a bone as he's grabbing those legs.
He does not let go for a second. Constant pressure on Andre SOUKHAMTHATH in this opening round. And a great recovery for Chase Patrick. It looked like impending doom when he got hit to the
canvas. It sure did. And when he hit the canvas, because it was a flash, he was able to cover up.
47 seconds to go in round number 1. It's been all action-packed as promised.
Nice job by getting back to your feet again. But you just see the pressure that Kurt's putting on Andre, stuffing him into that cage, really leaning on him, putting a lot of pressure inside, trying to leg trip him right now. Now he sat right through for a nice takedown. Kurt again, you can see the wrestling background coming out.
Great technique by Kurt Chase Patrick in the opening round. And a real tough one to score again, which just seemed to be the theme of the night.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, again, kudos to Pat Sullivan, as much as we hate to admit it.
That's the end of round number 1 in the bantamweight division. Andre SOUKHAMTHATH certainly had the upper hand in the striking category.
I agree.
But Kurt Chase Patrick relentless in the ground game and the takedowns.
I think I'd see your relentless and add tenacious.
Yeah, I agree. And you gotta wonder if his ability to just wear down SOUKHAMTHATH gives him the edge in that opening round, despite that big knockdown early. It's a real tough.
There was a lot of takedowns, but to Andre's credit, he was right back up. Now, a lot of times, judges, I believe good judges, will score a fight, and defense is its own reward. You don't get points for getting back up. You know, and so it depends on how the judges score the fight. But more often than not, defense is its own reward. Andre's having a bit of a hard time recovering, short breaths here.
I really think Chase Patrick just wore him down for a better part of that round.
Yep.
When somebody's on top of you and in your face like that for 5 minutes.
Now you're carrying that guy's weight on top of your own, and let's see if there's a spring. Oh! I think that was kind of cheap if you ask me.
Yeah, Kurt Chase Patrick trying to come out. It looked like they were going to tap gloves.
And tap it through a rear leg, and there's Kama making him slip and fall on it.
Interesting beginning to round number 2. The kick did not land flush, and Kurt Chase Patrick fell to the canvas as he tried to execute.
Now, Andre has Kurt's back here. I'd like to see a couple of knees and maybe have him sit down and take him down. Nice job by Andre. That was to the body. Nice right hand to the body. Liver shot. Oh, he dropped him with a liver shot. A beautiful left hand to the liver.
Left hook to the body.
This is not a couple of knees and this is over. This fight's done. This fight's done. That liver shot just crumbled him.
And that is it. Andre SOUKHAMTHATH with a tremendous knockout victory over Kurt Chase Patrick. The liver shot set it up, and then he finishes the fight with a series of unanswered blows. What a victory.
Kurt Patrick is still down in the fetal position.
That was very reminiscent of Mickey Ward with those body blows.
You know, nothing will end a fight quicker than a liver shot. Guys can recover from getting flashed. Guys can recover from getting an 8 count. You cannot. There's not enough time to recover from a liver shot. Not in MMA.
And try as you might, it's nearly impossible to plan. You just have to land it correctly.
It's what that is just like you said, Mike. You have to be drilling it. You have to be hitting the bag that way. You're throwing that shot. You're throwing to the head. You're digging that left hand to the body. In sparring, you know, your boxing coach is holding mitts that way.
Scott, we're going to take a look at the replay.
There's a straight right to the body, and then he comes double jab, right hand, then he dug the liver. Andre saw it, he almost paused for it. I'd love to see that again. Double jab, then you've seen him lean slightly over and dig that liver shot.
And at this point, Kurt Chase Patrick not fighting back. The liver shot obviously affecting it.
What a beautiful shot, right underneath the elbow. There's a right hand, but the liver shot comes off the left hand here, right underneath the elbow. Boom! And that it totally unplugs the electricity from the outlet. Boys and girls, I say this with no disrespect to Kurt Chase Patrick. If you feel like you are totally gonna have an accident in your pants when that happens.
It's one of the toughest shots to absorb in combat sports, and Kurt Chase Patrick, unfortunately for him, on the receiving end of it, he has a better.
Oh, that's a beautiful angle. Nice job, Fight Stream. I'd love to see that angle again. I can watch that punch over and over. Beautiful, short. It was a great liver punch.
Right side of the body exposed. SOUKHAMTHATH took advantage. Short left hook to the liver, and that's all she wrote. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout comes to an end at 45 seconds of round number 2. Referee Kevin McDonald calls a halt to the action due to excessive unanswered strikes your winner by TKO, Andre, the Asian Sensation, SOUKHAMTHATH.
I'm here with Andre. I was here with Andre. Andre, fantastic fight. The pace was relentless. It looked like he was really grinding you out in the first. Couple of deep breaths in between rounds, and you landed a beautiful liver shot. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I knew I had him standing up, but I was afraid of that shot, and I stuffed it a couple times, but that takes a lot of energy out of you. And when he finally got on top of me, I was like, wow, I don't want to be on the ground with this guy. This guy's a wizard.
We're going to look this right there on the big screen. When you had him up against the cage, nice double jab right cross, and you dug the left hand in, beautiful to the liver. Take me through it.
You know, I saw him crouch down, and that's the perfect time for a liver shot. I've been working with my boxing coach, my boxing coach Dave Keefe, the best in the world. He gave me that punch, and you know, I'm glad it worked.
Well, you executed it very well. I think you have a fan or two out here in the audience. We love having you fight here at CES. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre, the Asian Sensation.
Say it in your language, too.
I'll try. Guys, I want to thank CES. You guys are professional. From out here to the staff inside, thank you guys. And you know, I had a really rough camp. A lot of things emotionally. I missed a lot of family time. I just had a newborn son, and I missed 2 months of him growing up, training for this fight, working. But, you know, it gets sad, but when I see all you guys here room for me after I win, it makes it all worth it. Thank you.